No. 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 Oh, shit.
Welcome, everybody, to the Plumes of Hazard. I, as always, am your host, the Angstful Vapor. Just call me Angsty. Right here to my left is the one, the only, the lovely, the talented, the clean-shaven, Bubaka.
It's Modelo time, fool.
Ooh. Is that a negra or, yeah, the negra? My camera just went out of focus. Come back. There it is.
I saw. No, you're good.
It's back. I thought I had autofocus turned off. Hold on. It turned itself back on? Oh, it did turn itself back on, you bastard.
This blade right here, this whole like $17 joint I got, deceivingly sharp.
Oh yeah, the one with like the steel blue handle.
Oh
yeah,
butter. I was astonished how it was cutting better than some of the other things I wasted money on.
Well, everybody, you may recognize a distinct lack of. We're running at half mast, so to speak, in the Brown delegation tonight, because as the show title was a hint, America's dong doesn't have internet today, apparently.
Yeah. Oh, the other latest thing I wasted money on, well, mast as well, is this little adorable 1/4-inch Weehaw ratchet.
So I saw you post that link a week or two ago, and I didn't get it because I was like, I don't really need one of that like that. I didn't realize
Chuff had originally posted in our Discord, and
yeah.
I saw him like $30. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
But I didn't realize the size. Had I realized the size, I probably would have bought one. Because I don't really have a need for that in like a normal 12-inch size.
Big lighter
whatever.
For scale. This is how big the ratchet is. It is fucking adorable, and it's got a adapter, a 1/4-inch socket adapter, which also will take a 1/4-inch drive.
Adorable.
And you get all these bits. You got some hexes, some Torxes, some Phillips.
It looks like you got a 1/4-inch square drive there too, huh?
Yeah, there are no flatheads in here.
Yeah.
You should already have flathead bits. That's just my thing. If you need flathead bits, if I can buy them separate. But this, they're $30. I also have another one on the way because I'm going to gift it to my brother because his birthday is next week.
Oh, they still up? I figured they were like a flash sale or something.
I don't know if there are any left. I ordered one like 2 days ago.
Shoot me the link sometime. I'll see.
Yeah, I'll get you right now. I'll just pull up Amazon.
That's a good question, Horror. I do not know why it's down. Massey sent us a link earlier of a picture.
There are 2 left in stock, Angsty.
Oh shit.
Okay, I'm gonna post it in the thing. Sorry, guys. Angsty comes first.
Probably.
After you order it, then I'll post it in chat, and it'll be like a put up for grabs who orders it first. It'll probably be Will.
Oh, that's not the right link.
Um,
Put it in the
but
other
yeah,
chat.
so yeah, basically something like this is great for anywhere you need to work with tight spaces. That's basically why you get something like this, that tiny ratchet. And as someone that already owns like WeHop bits, like just like their screwdriver bits, they're fucking phenomenal. So very properly machined, properly sized. They are a tight fit, the whole nine, like what you want out of good bits. So.
Oh, that's adorable. Get this out of here. I'll look at that later.
Har, is that a Shia joke? I'm talking about cutting this off. I'm working too hard to grow this, man. After the the owner of the barber shop, his son cut my hair and basically took off everything off the top. Just because my barber left. So.
Yeah, Vic, you could definitely script the hell out of some Chinesium screws with that Weehaw, I bet.
Honestly, because they grip so well, like shitty screws don't even end up stripping. So long as like it's a fit.
And it's big, because I think people, even with Phillips, and there's not very many options when it comes to Phillips, they still pick like the number 2 when they need a 1 or a 3.
Yeah, I mean, number 2 is the most common, I believe. Then it's number 1. But yeah, you go 2 on 2, but I've used enough different bits at this point to know that there are some brands that just make better shit than others. More true size, true fitting stuff.
Yeah. That check. There it is.
This is a conversation we could use Mats for.
Yeah, we could.
Just saying.
See if I can find it. Found it. Ooh, they got some expensive ones open there too.
No horror. You made a joke about it last week, and I got it. That's how that went. And then I said that I make fun of my friends that are of the same faith. Oh.
It did occur to me that this week, Foo's getting more cleanly shaven, and I'm getting hairier. Bless you.
Fair. Thank you. I was good about shaving more regularly because I wear my mask when I leave the house. The last 2 weeks, I was just lazy as fuck, and I was finally like, okay, we need to shave.
I did pull up that I think it was Will that posted the link to the old COVID, stats and graphics and whatever, and it pulled up, and yeah, damn, Queens and
the Johns Hopkins thing. Yeah, I have it bookmarked.
Yeah, it's pretty bad around New York, obviously, but what was impressively bad is Cooks County around Chicago.
Cook County's been bad.
Yeah,
and you know what the crazy thing is? Cook County, I believe, is that's the small one too.
Cook County's pretty big. It's got a lot of Chicago like proper in it.
Oh no, I'm thinking about Wayne County in Michigan. Wayne County, Michigan is proportionately bad because it's a lot of rich old people.
Yeah.
It's like only a town of 17,000, and it was like 300 people had died.
Ooh, is that right?
This was like a month and a half ago. Yeah.
DFW is still looking pretty solid. Very, very few cases. I mean, tons tested in Texas in general. I think we're like up to 700,000 or something tested. Very few dead. It's I think it's going to hit a lot of populations, like you said, of older folks. It's going to run through that like crazy, like the retirement homes and stuff. My Lord, it gets up in there. Woo. Yuck. Festy, you got billet box typing for you now? Damn, man. Impressive.
Did it fall out of your hand and hit the keyboard on the way down? So I'm like, how would that happen?
And how does it hit the enter key afterwards?
I dropped this fell off my desk because I made the boo boo
Mm-hmm.
of keeping it to my left. And if it's going to be on my left, it's usually in front of my keyboard.
Yeah.
I had it behind my charger. That was a dumb. I was putting my socks on, and like I just put it down in a random spot on my desk when I was putting my socks on.
Mm-hmm.
Reach for it, knock it off. My omen tip didn't fly off for once. That never happens. It always shoots off because it's kind of a loose fit.
Oh, you got a loose fitting? All of my own was like wedged
No,
into
no,
my
dude.
tops.
Remember I told you I sheared off a layer, forcing it in there.
Oh, yes, I do remember that.
Literally stripped a layer off clean.
Mm-hmm. Off the O-ring, I assume. Certainly not off the titanium.
Because omen tips either fit like clothes you don't fit into, either because you're too fat or you're just too skinny.
Yeah.
Remember because like I know omen tips and bell caps, another
Right.
marriage in hell.
Marriage in hell, absolutely. It's once you got them in there, that shit was staying forever, permanently welded.
Yeah, I remember I tried to sit and I was just talking to people in the hangout or in the Discord, and I would just have to rotate it. Like a 2-3 minute process, man. Fuck. I think I do need to go up to an 11 millimeter tip though.
Yeah, is he getting a little warm?
Not that, the juice in the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
It's bad.
It does happen on my EA when I over squonk, which is periodically.
Like, I have this random piece of cardboard next to me to tap off my. It's a bit of an art project I've had going on for the last few days.
That's awesome.
I should sign it like
Yeah. Fubeca.
age 31.
That reminds me of one of my early reviews. I can't remember what it was.
Remember, it was Jonas. Remember him was his contest entry?
Yeah.
Signed it like a child. It was great.
I do. One of my early reviews, it may have been for the Narda. It may have been my first real review. I had one of our Poe build mats or whatever down, and I didn't really notice that I had little circles of looked a lot like that just from drip tips sitting there. Wait a minute, Rob. Who used the numpad? I use a numpad. Now, Sean does not use a number-pad. He is the stripped-down keyboard, compact, whatever
Dude,
guy.
he
Not me.
types really slow. He doesn't need a numpad.
He what?
He typed really slow. He does not need.
He does type slow. Isn't that weird? He's a tech
I watched
guy.
him work. Like I was working in the same room as him at his house, and I'm just like, type like my mom for someone who's been around a computer much more.
Yeah.
My mom would do the. I mean, she was quick at that,
Yeah.
but she never like.
Put the hand down. Use all the phalanges.
She was a fast typer for a mom, but like, yeah, I was just like, it would just infuriate me. I just had my back turned watching when she was on.
I don't know if I ever mentioned on the show or not, but one of my closest friends for a long time, super geeky guy, very much in the technology world, programmer or whatever. He for years, and he doesn't do it anymore. He types properly now, but for years he typed with 6 fingers, just these, and he could fly. He just flew with three fingers on a hand.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was very unusual. I never really understood why he did that, but
Not even just Sean, but like there are like a few people in our Discord that are just. I could hear their shitty typers from when I could hear them type.
yeah. On their
Mark's
mechanical
another, Mark's
clackety
another one that
clacks.
types like an old woman.
Who?
Mark.
Yeah. You can. I think you can properly tell people like me, because everybody always tease me, but when they can hear me type, it sounds like a machine gun. It's like,
Well, not even that, but I'm like, Mark, I'm like, you play games, like you never like talk shit in game, like between that and Instant Messenger, that's what
Yeah.
made me a good typer.
yeah, Instant Messenger was a good one. I started back in the day on a MUD, on a multi-user dungeon, back when the internet was young and everything was command prompt. That's just how I typed, which, I mean, a messenger would be very similar, right? If you grew up on IM, it would be similar. Maybe not quite that fast, but close.
Yeah, I'm talking about grown people who should know who should be better.
Right. But that's where I learned how to type, just out of necessity, because you had to type fast, otherwise you would lose the game. Oh, thank you, Monty. I agree. 10 keyless weirdos. I think so, and this is something that I think is different for lefties than a lot of people. So obviously, someone like yourself that is an experienced keyboard gamer, you use the ASDF or WASD, right? That's your WASD thing is your thing. But for a lefty, that's on the wrong side of the keyboard, right? So for a lefty, I mouse with my left hand, and my right hand is then free to not only use the arrow keys depending on the game, but also the 10 key. So I remap my 10 key for games for just about every game that I play, because there's just so many configurable keys on any keyboard right there next to you. It's great.
If anything, like if you're playing Counter-Strike, I would just move it over a little bit, right? Like you could still use WASD, but at the same time at the same time, though, you are at a somewhat advantage, at least if you're a left-handed mouse person. I know that was a thing in StarCraft where like a couple players were left-handed because your hands are closer together. Because what is the far side of the keyboard for a right-handed person is the near side for you.
Right.
And then your mouse is right next to you.
Sure. So for games like that, I did have to do so. So I'm remembering back to when I was playing Warcraft 3 and StarCraft and all that stuff back in school a long time ago. I just shifted my whole keyboard over, right? And that because all those hotkeys weren't configurable. At least I don't think they were. So like you had to, your sequences for building things were, BRD or whatever, and it would have to be, you'd have to shift it over. But no, I mean these days if you're playing, WoW or any modern game like Diablos and whatever, right? Where you've got your items on your belt, so to speak, right? Or your skills and whatnot, right? Whatever hotbar you've got there, those just get mapped straight to my keypad. Because you've got 10, and then depending on the game, you can configure the math symbols, and then you've got the enter key right there on your pinky as well. It's just useful. Just useful. I mean, there's other. I mean, like righties, you guys have got those like claw things, right? Those separate peripherals that you can have off to the side that have all the little buttons and macros and stuff that you can set up to. It's like that, except for I can do it on any keyboard, and it's just not as comfortable as that would be. But
actually, I remember that many hours I played of Civilization, the numpad was useful for that for moving.
Sorry, I'm totally distracted by chat just then. What was that?
I was saying the movement in Civilization was best done on the numpad. I think that's how you were supposed to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played it in a number of years. Definitely not since I went 10 keyless in the keyboard games. So.
Yeah.
I definitely miss it. Like at work, I have a full-size keyboard, but my numpad gets used more there.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, totally. If you're spreadsheeting, you're having to input numbers and stuff. You just gotta have a 10 key. You just have to.
Try entering your credit card number without a number pad and having blank keycaps because you're too late to do this.
9 Nanka. So that is my weakness when it comes to touch typing. Is I will often hit the wrong one. I'll usually get within one or two keys, but if I'm shifting to go the special characters on top,
if I have to look down at my keyboard, that's why when I ordered these caps, like I only did my letters in white, so I know where the special characters are.
Yeah. So Horror just said the reason I was distracted a minute ago. Horror said that there's a run on breath mints right now because mask breath is a thing.
Dude, it's bad.
I bet. Get yourself some sort of halal something or another with a lot of garlic on it, maybe, or get some street meat.
No, not even that. Just like I was like, damn. Any like just even regular like, oh man, you need to brush your teeth, bad breath. It just sticks to your mask. It's terrible. We might like wear it for several hours.
I still haven't done that. I still haven't worn it for several hours. No. I had to go to the bank the other day. Look, I had to go to the bank the other day, and they gave me a mask. So now I have one.
But I mean, anywhere you go around here, you have to have one on. So
yeah. Papers, please, around your face.
But yeah, it hurts my ears after a while. So
Yeah, man.
otherwise,
They're
I'm
not comfortable. They're not comfortable at all. Also, I definitely just made myself laugh with my stupid joke. So, that's okay. Monty, you got a train going, Monty? Pull every mob in the instance.
I used to StarCraft is like touch typing on crack. And you don't really have a lot of time. It's not a game you can look at your keyboard at really. And you have to play
Right, not in competitive, I'm sure.
To help, you would pull certain keycaps from your keyboard. That was like part of like what was awesome with owning mechanicals. You pull the Windows key. I wouldn't pull the caps lock because I would use that. But you would pull specific ones, so at least like when you felt, you knew where you were on the keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go as far as like other players I'd seen like on their YouTube. They pulled like fucking half of the keys on the left side. I'm like, okay, chill. Like I have to write papers and shit too for school. I got to put some back on.
Yeah, I mean, couldn't you just like remap those keys, like blank them out?
It wasn't so much remapping, more so you liked where they were on the keyboard, but you didn't like the keys that were next to them, so you just pulled them out so you wouldn't hit the wrong key.
Yeah.
You know, if it was on the keyboard and it didn't have a specific use, it was coming off.
Yeah. No, I don't mean remapping. I mean like disabling them. So like the Windows key, for example.
Yeah, you can disable the Windows key.
Yeah.
It was more so just like not hitting the right key, like removing the wrong ones, so you know you're hitting the right ones.
Ooh, just got a message from Masty. Looks like it's spreading to Georgia. The internet
outage.
The internet outage is spreading.
Wow, Florida man.
America's dong is infectious. Here's something I was going to talk about. I am of the opinion, at least this is the opinion that I've had in my head for many years, that Arrested Development is one of the best written TV shows, especially in the comedy genre, and pretty much ever. I mean, it's ranks up at the top for me. So I haven't watched it in 3 or 4 years or something. It's been a while since I'd watched it. So I think I mentioned on the show that I was going to go back and start watching. I did. So I went back and watched it. It's aged okay, but I wasn't laughing as hard as I was before, but I was definitely enjoying it until I got to what made me stop watching it previously. So the last time I watched it was 3 or 4 years ago when they came out with the 4th season on Netflix as a Netflix semi-original or whatever, which was just bad. I mean, it was so not good. And so I think I quit watching it like 3 or 4 episodes in and just stopped. So this time it snuck up on me and I kind of forgot, and I started rolling it, and then I realized, oh, this is the whatever, as I was watching the first one. And I got through several this time, but I'm kind of stuck again. Now I got like 5 or 6 episodes in, and I'm like, the only time I actually like audibly even chuckled was the one time where they brought back the sad Charlie Brown music with the slumped head, and Michael did that as he was walking away from a particular scene. And I was like, ha, you know, like it's the joke, which I always, because it's one of my favorite running gags in the show. So anyway, I'm gonna try to push through, and I may even try the next season if I can get through it. Maybe it gets better. I don't know. I do feel bad as someone that enjoys the show. And you were talking kind of similar about Psych the other day. You know, like the first 3 seasons.
It's been getting hard. Like it's been getting hard. Like when I was going through the first like five seasons.
Yeah,
I was flying through the episodes, dude.
Right.
I wouldn't even say flying, but it would be like I was watching at least 1 episode a day, and some days I would watch 3 episodes. You know.
Right.
Now it's like I've watched like maybe 10 or 12 episodes over the last month and a half.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel as inclined just because it's gotten so goddamn cheesy.
Yeah.
Gotten really cheesy and forced. And, yeah. I'm out of. It's funny. I'm losing steam at about the same point I did the first time watching it. I didn't finish it the first time. I'm rewatching it so I can finish it, and I'm still struggling at the same point.
You're right, Horror. A lot of shows lose their legs after 3 seasons. Then that's one of the reasons why I was glad they stopped. Right, the original series stopped, and I think one of the problems was restarting it after multiple years. Right, 'cause I don't remember how many years it was between the original ending of the series and then when Netflix brought it back for a season or 2 seasons actually. I don't remember how many years it was, but it was long enough to where people were like visibly aged compared to the original ones. Like, I don't know, like George Michael, what's his name? Michael Cera. Like, he played a fantastic character because he was so good at playing that ridiculously awkward early teenager in the original series. He was perfect at it. But then when they brought it back, he was just like a hipster guy I wanted to punch in the face instead of like a sort of adorably awkward kid, you know?
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, exactly. He brought his real life persona too much into the newer series. Mm-hmm. And like Lindsay, oh my God, Lindsay didn't. I swear, I didn't even recognize her. She doesn't even look like the same woman, like at all. She might have changed more than George Michael did. Portia De La Rossi or whatever, right? Like, she legitimately doesn't even look like the same person. Like, the voice is the same, but she went from extraordinarily pretty in the original one to like, ooh, ooh, what happened?
Seriously.
Oh, Festi, I'm so glad that you also get Cera and Cena confused. I almost said John Cena. I was like, wait a minute, that's not right. Michael Cera.
Oh, there was a really funny Hard Times article
Mm-hmm.
about that. It's like the punk rock onion. It was lower levels of pollution caused John Cena to be seen.
Yeah, so you posted.
I think you started posting that. It's fucking hilarious.
Hey Pillar, where's the rest of the plumes? Well, Masty is suffering currently from an internet outage in the apparently now growing southeastern quadrant of the United States. But it was basically all of Florida earlier, which is why he is not here. And then the other guy, he's been gone for a while. He comes back sometimes. Mm-hmm.
You know what Sean is? He's like the Cal's widow in Game of Thrones. He's like a host, but we kind of ask his like counsel every so often.
Right. Just when he feels like. Oh. Josh, what up, Josh? He's in Florida. He's on here. What's up, Masty? I think.
What?
I mean, Masty's
Josh has internet?
He just. Mast just posted in our Slack as well, so I know he's got a connection. I just don't think it's very good.
I've been wanting to fly during quarantine because it's so goddamn cheap.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, one of my coworkers fucking just flew out to LA for like $170 from New York. I'm like, I hate you. I hate you.
Mm. My parents went to Ireland. It was just before all this hit or whatever. They got a screaming deal, and it was and that was before all this stuff. I can't imagine what it is now. I'm sure it's even less than that. Yeah, that's right. There was too much high horse, Pillar. We had to scale it back a little bit. Go back to some medium horse stuff.
That was you and Sean, man. You high horsed up the joint.
Yeah.
Bringing on Italians and Serbs and God knows who. So.
Serbs with spider monkey fingers.
So.
Tell you what, the spider monkey fingers makes a fine mod. Still use it every day.
Oh yeah, I didn't mention on the show last week, and Magnum Style Dog is upset I didn't use his coupon. I'm upset too because I forgot to use his coupon.
His coupon
But
for
I
what?
What?
His coupon for what?
His Fast Tech referral code.
Oh, that one.
I'll help my man's rake in that Fast Tech money. Shit. I ordered the I Taste Chroma R, like an actual one. I just can't get. I can't get it in black, just the mod stateside that I can find at a good price. So I ordered it from Fast Tech for like $38. So it'll be here in a couple weeks, I think.
Maybe. Might come with some biological warfare.
Looky here, look at this shit.
Yeah, it's looking
I don't.
kinda
Yeah,
wild.
I'm about to say I don't think I updated anyone here. I updated y'all in the chat.
Yeah,
There's another layer, and it's fucking bronze, probably, or copper, or some.
it's definitely not copper. Whatever it is, it's not copper.
It's probably bronze.
Yeah, and there was
Or like really shitty brass.
really shitty bread. It looks pretty.
There's 2 layers of coating on it.
Yeah,
The outside's a nickel coating. I'm pretty sure.
yeah.
Pretty sure that's nickel. I don't know what the fuck that is. I thought that was like the bare stainless, but turns out, whoop, it's not stainless. It's brass or something.
Well, I
It's
guess
like a fucking the Neapolitan mod.
it depends on your hand grease makeup, right? Like brass for me does not turn that color. I think bronze would probably turn that color.
That's why I'm thinking it's bronze.
Mm-hmm. Because it's
Why
kind of
don't
red.
they use bronze? I'm like, because it's cheap and easy to machine.
Mm-hmm. And kind of more red, right? Than
The only reason why brass gets used more, brass isn't as like heavy as bronze.
mm-hmm.
Brass is heavy, just not as heavy.
Yeah. Back in the day, we would have paid a lot of money for that, or some people would have paid a lot of money for that kind of patina, that kind of multi-layered patina. Could have got C-Death to do that for you.
Yeah, I should have. I should send this to him and have him like strip it and do his magic.
Mm-hmm.
No, that guy does not need another project on his hands right now.
Mm-mm.
His whole, plus I think his whole office is packed up right now. He's getting the flooring redone.
Is that right? Well, I saw you said it flooded again the other day.
Did it?
Maybe it was more than the other day. It was a week or two ago.
I don't think. No, I guess that's why. I don't know how I missed that. I've been playing GTA with him all week.
So I wanted to address that. What else I wanted to, I did catch up, and Sean's not here, but we talked about it last time Sean was on. We talked about The Rookie, and he said I was supposed to go through and watch that. I have gone through and watched that. In fact, I enjoyed it enough to where I caught all the way up. And so I watched all the first season and all the second season, all the way up until there was a 2-parter a couple weeks ago. And I didn't watch that because I wanted to watch them both at once. And then I found out it was a 3-parter, and it's still not, the other one's still not out. Damn it. So it ended on a cliffhanger, of course. I think it's probably the season finale. So that was good. I've definitely been watching that. At some point, I'll probably go back and watch Psych again. Oh man, poor Massey. Yuck. Yeah, he's got. I don't think he could probably even get on the video chat like this. He's got a connection, but it ain't much.
Yeah, he tried coming in the Discord earlier.
Yeah.
And he just was able to come in. We couldn't hear him or anything. Granted, Discord was also down for a little bit today.
Mm-hmm. It was popping up and down for me quite a bit all day. Ooh. Wi-Fi cameras? I just saw your question about that. I don't know of any of them that are fantastically secure. Most of them are pretty terrible. Like they get hacked quite a bit.
Oh, that's fine. It's literally to be used while she's not there.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what you need. Like what my sister needs it for, because she's gonna be gone for like a month plus.
Yeah.
So she just needs something that she can check in on periodically.
Gotcha. Just to make sure everything's not on fire.
Of course, I asked in the Discord, and Rayon's like recommends a $200 camera. I'm like, this isn't permanent, dude.
Right.
Needs to keep an eye while she's out, kind of to set up while she's on vacation.
So one of the things I was gonna put on as a pre-roll today, and one of the reasons I didn't is because I didn't have time. And the other reason it wasn't funny. It was unfortunately not funny. But Masty posted that link earlier today, I think, to us about that guy in the UK that had a 5G board ostensibly that said COV-19 on it or whatever, and he was freaking out about government conspiracies. I just didn't think it would be funny because it should be funny, but I don't think he meant it to be funny, so wasn't sure how it would be taken. Oh well.
Tim, I don't care about keeping the look of this thing on the mod. That's why I ordered the eye taste.
Right.
What I do need to do with that is because the screen on the eye taste is much more prevalent than this one.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'll probably need to do is put like some screen protector on that, because that thing is going to get dropped. So, but it probably it just looks like it's a little wider. It's a little shorter than this, I think, and it's a little wider. So it'll be a nicer handle, and it'll be the weight. It's got a wider base, so the weight distribution will be a little bit better, and it won't wobble on the surface. Do I have a flat surface here? Here's my artwork, my art project. I'll do it.
Yeah, a little top heavy.
We'll see what this looks like next week. You see these darker ones? That was from just when we started.
All right. So
should I send this to Brett?
Look what you do to me. I need an 11 millimeter.
I mean, the 9s are perfect for the K-Fine for the most part. I'm good in here. It wasn't until like the last month or two I started just vape, and I'm like, I don't want to like doing that when I'm out and about, man. Like wiping juice on my jeans like that. Not all the time.
They drag it a little harder or something?
I don't think so. No, not really. I mean, I've been been pretty meticulous about looking at my e-cig stats. They're basically like my average puff is about the same. 3.8 to 4 seconds.
I just went to sleep.
Honestly, Pillar, I wish I would have gotten a regular vapor flask before they went under.
Surely you can find one of those around.
Yeah, I'm just lazy.
Yeah, well, and they were, as much as I liked them, they were big.
Yeah, but it's 2 batteries, you know.
Yeah, I mean, still have one.
I don't mind them in the pocket though. They're super comfortable in the pocket.
They're comfortable in the pocket. They're comfortable in the hand. It's a nice mod. There's no doubt about it. In fact, I think I've got.
I just wish they didn't put like Harbor Freight screws in them that strip when you try to open them up. That's what happened with my SX. I couldn't open it up.
I got 2 of them. This was probably the other board. Start coming in them. Man, I haven't pulled those things out in a while. They've got dust on them.
Nope.
Man, hold it a while. It is comfortable.
All my vape shit. If I have vape shit if it's not on this desk, it's packed under the bed.
Yeah.
Like if I want to bust out the Titan, I have some Addies on top of my drawers here, my K-Phones here, because I know it's going to go back in the rotation eventually. And I think I have a Kennedy here.
Yeah. Oh, SX. I was drawing a blank of the board. Thanks, Will. Yeah, that's what that other one was. Got a 40 and an SX, I assume. Excuse me.
Vape Forward got sold. And Charlie is a rich son of a bitch now.
Good for him. I think I'm still his friend on Facebook. Every now and then, like a picture of him.
I have a screen cap of him in his underwear.
Yeah, you do.
On God knows what.
It was so good. He stood up. We all just kind of went. And you had the foresight to take a screenshot. Well done. Yeah, you do what you
Just
do.
one button, man. As long as you don't copy over, you can just paste that shit and paint it an hour later.
Yeah.
I mean, I will admit, that's why it's where the times where I miss an Apple computer just takes the screen cap and saves it automatically.
Tim, no, we didn't talk about the DNA 100C. And if I'm being totally honest with you, I didn't realize that it had come out. I heard rumors about it a little while back, but I was not in the tester group for it this time around, and I didn't know it came out.
Yeah, I think my SX works fine. Just the button gets a bit sticky at times, and I tried to open it up to just go clean out the button assembly, and of course one of the screws stripped. So I was like, well, fuck.
That's actually true. I don't remember how to orient the batteries either. I think they were just positive in, weren't they?
I think there was a parallel 75 watt.
Mm. All right. So this week, Massey couldn't make it. Fu and I have something we need to get going and doing. So we're going to have to call it a little bit early. We're a little light on news this week anyway. But we also didn't want to leave you guys hanging. So we want to come on and hang out with you guys for a little bit. But we do have to roll. But we wanted to say thank you guys for coming out very much. We do this every week because you guys are all right. You're worth it. Maybelline.
God damn it, Will. They were not in series.
Were they? I didn't think so, but oh, maybe.
No, the only flash that was series was the DNA 166 one. Boom. The Vapor Shark one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That was the series one. Otherwise, the SX one was parallel. I only remember because I used mine for like ages. So
yeah.
Though what I did like about the SX flask over the DNA ones was the rocker button for the wattage
on the face.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Got that and the little stainless bottoms. Gotta like the stainless bottoms. All right, we gotta roll. Hey, everybody, thank you very much for coming out and hanging out with us. We will be back here, same Plumes time, same Plumes channel next week on Wednesday to hang out with you again. May have something coming in. We'll see. Maybe. No promises. Adeuces.